as Sahajogis, what should we do? We should not react. We should not react. If you see something wrong, all right, you meditate on that. You meditate. If you find anything wrong happening, all right, meditate on that. If somebody is unkind to you, at that moment do not react. Afterwards, when that person is quietened, you tell him or tell her. Because at that time when he's so volatile or she's volatile, if you tell, nothing will happen. Gradually, I don't say always you can win over such people, but gradually you may be able to make them understand that it's wrong. It's wrong to do things which they have been doing. In a way, you see, the reaction to anything which is stupid also can be very self-destroying. I'll tell you a story of a Sahajogi who was going to another island. He was living in an island for Sahajoga work. And he found the whole sky was covered with very black clouds, thundering clouds. So just looked at them like this. And he said, wait till I come back. I'm going to do mother's work. He went to another island. He did the program, everything happened. And when he came back, he wanted to sleep. And suddenly it started raining and thundering. Even the nature understands. Nature understands that you are in that great state of witness. But if you are very ambitious, even in Sahajoga I have known people who are very ambitious. They want to become leaders, I don't know what else. Actually, it's all a myth. All mythical things they want to get to and worry their heads about mythical things. Once you learn how to witness, you will know the myth, you will know the absurdity, you will know the Maya. So to overcome the problems of personality, the best thing is to witness. Practice witnessing. Everything. Before talking, practice witnessing. Before giving any comments, just start witnessing. It's a very, very satisfying attitude. In Sri Krishna's life, the greatest power he was a witnessing personality. Without doing anything, without taking a sword in his hands, without talking about fighting, he is the one who has helped Pandavas to win the war. Not only, but through his Gita, he has tried to tell us what we have to do to win the war over evil. Whole Gita is the witness state he described about. If you read it, Gita now, from this angle, you'll be amazed to find that everywhere he is like a witness, describing everything, whatever he sees. And he will tell you how this witness state has helped him to understand also human beings. He is a man who was, we should say, was not such a big businessman. Because first he told you that how to become Sthitaprajna. Sthitaprajna is the one who is in the witness state. If you see all these verses on Sthitaprajna, is nothing but a person who is in witness state, how he lives, how he is happy, how he looks at things. It's interesting, very interesting. First he describes that, not like a shopkeeper who will describe first the bad thing, but he starts with the best. Then he goes down to other things and tell you that whatever are the three aspects. The first he talks about karma, and many people get stuck at that point, that whatever karmas we are doing, we'll get the punyas out of it. But he is not. He didn't say that. If you know him, then you will know he never meant that. What he says, that whatever karmas you have to do, you can do it, but leave the results to the divine power. Results are from the divine power. Now maybe that some people think that they have got money because they have done good karmas and start doing all kinds of bad karmas with that money. He didn't say that. He said, leave the results to the divine power. Because divine power knows best what is for you. And so, if you think you have done something good, you have served somewhere to the poor, you have done something really good for the women or anything, the result of that, you leave it at the feet of the divine power. Means that you don't build up an ego for whatever you have done. So very well he has written this, but to understand him, one should have again the witness state to see what he has written about karma. Then he has written about jnana. Jnana means where you know. But that doesn't mean you go on reading books, never. Jnana means to know what you are. That means you have to be a Sahaja-yogi, by which you know so many things through vibrations. Jnana doesn't mean reading books. By reading books, you become more ignorant. So jnana means that you must know yourself. If you do not know yourself, you do not know anything. So it comes to that you must get your self-realization. You must know yourself. It's the second thing he has said. Lastly, he talks about bhakti. Bhakti is devotion. That too is another trick of Sri Krishna, the way he described bhakti. Now you find people on the street, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, singing. In one word he is concluded, he says you must do Ananya Bhakti. Ananya means when there is not the other. That means when you are submerged yourself into the divine. You are one with the divine. Then you should do bhakti. Otherwise, I do not accept. Says that if you give me some leaves or some fruits or some flowers, I will accept. I will accept. But for him, the real bhakti is only possible when you become one with the divine. Otherwise, it's just a show. So, the third bhakti part also comes after self-realization. Now, in the bhakti, you see, there is no what is the value is and how much you paid for it and how you bought it is not important. For that, and a great example is of Sri Rama when he went in the jungles. There was an old lady from the scheduled caste, means she was one of the Billini, as they call it. These people live in the jungles. So she brought some berries and offered it to Sri Ram. And she said that I have tasted all of them and they are not sour. All of them I have tasted. Now, after tasting something in India, people call it, it's become not to be eaten. I mean, we cannot taste something, give it to somebody else. Not done, according to Indian culture. But Sri Rama took it. He took it as a what? Beautiful fruits. I have never eaten such fruit. So Lakshmana got very angry. Said, you stupid woman, you have eaten these fruits and that's what you are giving to Sri Ram. Why did you do that? So Sita was watching. So she asked him, why don't you give me some of these fruits? He gave. She said, my God, what nice fruits these are. I have never eaten such good fruits. So then Lakshmana also, his temper came down and he said, can you not give me some? He said, why? You were so angry. Why should I give? So ultimately she gives him that fruit. So what did he see in those fruits? Was the love. The love of this old lady living in the forest. Her love, which was important. So when you want to give something also, it is your love which is important. Not how much you paid, what value you have spent, nothing. It's the love with which you do it. And that love should be evident. If such things can happen, even with Sri Krishna, the same thing happened. He went to, they called them Hastinapur in those days, where these Kauravas were living. And the king was a Duryodhana. And he asked him, you come and stay with us and have food. He said, no, I won't be able to come. He goes to another person, Vidura, who was the son of a maidservant, Vidura. Because Vidura was a realized soul. He was a realized soul. So he went and ate in his house where he had cooked very simple food. Because he was a realized soul, to him, he was the best to have food with. So, your value system should be based on such things like love. Where you can get love, you should be attached to that person. Where you get a realized soul, you should be attached to them. And not to worldly people who think no end of themselves and think they are great. They may be. But to you, as Sahajogis, is the love of people which should be respected, should be understood and to be felt. But if you have no witness state, then you will see how much money this man has got, how many cars he has got, what clothes he is wearing. All these considerations will be there. But in a witness state, you will understand that you will get vibrations from this person. You will understand that person is spiritual. And that's how you will stick to such a person. You will not go for artificial things, but a genuine personalities that are there. May God bless you all. Thank you.